Ipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarati sattha deva manussanam Buddho Bhagavati Iti piso Bhagava Araham Samma Sambuddho Vijjacharana Sampanno Sukha Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati Sattha Deva Manussanam Buddho Bhagavati Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Okay. Please say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu for 3 times.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good evening, everybody. Honorable Mahasangha. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that we are performing our weekly Bodhi Puja to respect and venerate all the sacred Bodhi trees around the world, especially the Bodhi tree that Buddha sat under and became enlightened, which is in India, Bodh Gaya, and other siblings of the original Bodhi tree, which are situated in many, many countries, and also one in Sri Lanka, the right branch of the original Bodhi tree from India. And also we are very fortunate to have a sibling of the same Bodhi tree from Sri Lanka. And we are going to venerate all the Bodhi trees. Venerating the Bodhi trees means venerating the Buddha. It's not that we are worshipping and bow down to the trees. Some people can misunderstand that we are bowing down to the trees. No, we are not. Thinking of the virtues of the Buddha, that we are venerating venerating an object that Buddha used to become enlightened. That is what actually we are doing. So, by performing Bodhi Puja, we can gain a lot of benefits, a lot of merits. One main benefit is to become healthier. That is what normally people around the world do when they are sick. When they are sick, they visit the temples and pay homage to the triple gems, and then after that they are venerating and do special pujas, special chanting in front of the Bodhi tree, sitting under the Bodhi tree. So that way we believe and we have experienced that many people have a lot of benefits, and many people have got cured from their disease, certain disease that were not able to diagnose, or that were not able to cured by medical medical medicines and medical things. So when we chant, when we pray, we get a lot of benefits, especially especially improving our health. And after that, we also gain a lot of merits by worshipping, by respecting the triple gems, and that merit can be very useful our sansaric journey. So today also in this room, Buddha's Hall, we have about 11 people today, and I'm very happy that the numbers are increasing, and we hope that just like before the pandemic, we will have many devotees here attending physically in this puja. So every Wednesday, we also have Zoom. Virtually you can attend, join, but we are thinking of taking off it soon. So people can come and normally attend the puja. So let's start the puja. Today also we have many articles to offer to the Buddha. We have flowers, beautifully arranged flowers. We have lit candles, and also we have incense, and we have fruits, and etc. We are going to offer all the puja articles to the virtues of the Buddha, and thus we can create a lot of positive energy. And then we are going to chant some powerful recitations from the Buddha, which we are called Paritta. Paritta Desana can be very protective to everybody. Everybody will be protected from many bad happenings, many ill wills that can come to us. The Paritta itself means that protecting from every aspect. So we are going to chant Paritta, and also we are going to chant one chanting called Navaguna Shantiya. Any bad happenings that will come to us according to our birth time, according to our horoscope, according to our signs, that can come to us will be faded away, will be destroyed by the power of this chanting. And we are also going to chant Metta Sutta. By spreading Metta, we will chase away bad spirit from us, and also the bad spirits will not harm us. That is a very powerful sutta that Buddha introduced to the monks, especially who are meditating in forests where they have a lot of disturbances from bad spirits. So those are the chantings that we are going to recite as usual. So now we are going to start with the Namaskara, everybody together. Now please start with us. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokevidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussānaṁ buddho bhagavati Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo
Sandindiko akaliko Ehi passiko opanaiko Paccattan editabbo vinyuhiti Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Pahuneyo pahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyaketang lokassati Vandami cetiyang sabbang Sabbatthane supatitthitang Saririka dhatu mahabodhing Buddha rupang sakalang sada Yassa mule nisinnove Sabbari vijayang akka Patto sabbang yutang satta Vande tang bodhipadepang Ime ete mahabodhi Lokanatena pujita Aham pite namassami Bodhiraja namastute Ganasarappaditena Dipena tamadansina Dilokadipang sambuddhang Pujayami tamonudang Sugandhikaya vadanang Ananta gunagandhina Sugandhinahang gandhena Pujayami tathagatang Pujemi buddhang kusumena nena Punyena metena cahotu mokkang Muppang milayati yathaidang me Kayo tathayati vinasa bhavang Vanna gandha gunopetang Etang kusuma santating Pujayami mudindassa Siripada saroruhe Imina punya kammena Mame bala samagamo Satang samagamo hotu Yava nibbana pattiya Kaena vacha cittena Pamadena maya katang Acchayang kama me bante Buri panya tathagata Akasaddha ca bhummadha Devanaga mahittika Punyantang anumoditva Cirang rakkantu loka sasanang Akasaddha සද්ධාච බුම්මත්තා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු දේශනං ආකාසට්ටා ච බුම්මත්තා දේවානාගා මහිද්దికා පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිරං රක්ඛන්තු මං පරං ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හුන්තු ඥාතයෝ ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හුන්තු ඥාතයෝ ඉදං මේ ඥාතිනං හෝතු සුඛිතා හුන්තු ඥාතයෝ.
Now we will recite Bodhi Puja Kavi to venerate all the sacred Bodhi tree around the world. Buddhuvanada pita dun hond bodhiya rakawaranita muni duta siti bodhiya Muninet piyumen pudalada bodhiya Sadhu adimu api siri maha bodhiya Ranwan patin dalulana bodhiya Nilwan patin kolalana bodhiya Gautama munidun pitadun bodhiya Apit vadimu jaya siri maha bodhiya Dambadiu talaye hatagat bodhiya Sri Lankavata වැඩමිව් bodhiya Gautama munidun pitadun bodhiya Apit vadimu jaya siri maha bodhiya Dambadiu talaye hatagat bodhiya Sangamit teranin gena වැඩි bodhiya Gautama munidun pitadun bodhiya Apit vadimu jaya siri maha bodhiya Devlova deviyan pudakala bodhiya Nalova satiyak pudalada bodhiya Me arame vada sitina bodhiya Apit vadimu jaya siri maha bodhiya Mama me maluwata yanwa enawa Bomul bopat mata පැගෙනවා සමාවදී මගේ සිත සනසනවා බෝරජුනේ මට අවසර දෙනවා උඩමළුවේ බෝ රජු වැජබෙනවා දෙවැනි මළුවේ මල් පහන් දිලෙනවා වැලි මළුවේ මහා සෙනග වදිනවා මතුමත්තේ අපි නිවන් දකිනවා. As I mentioned earlier, this chanting is to eradicate all the bad happenings to us from all the planetary positions according to our birth time. Everybody, Arahang Buddhu Gunin Mage Hiruge Apala Duruveva Leda Duk Biya Novi Kisit Sapata Satuta Langveva Samma Sambuddhate Din
සඳුගේ අපල දුරු වේවා මාරක බාධක වැළකී මගේ පැතුම් ඉටු වේවා විඤ්ඤාචරණේ බලයෙන් අඟහරු දොස් දුරු වේවා වසවිසගිනි සතුරු විපත් මා වෙත ලං නොම වේවා සුගතෝ බුදු ගුණෙන් මගේ මුදගේ අපල දුරු වේවා ගුණ නුවණින් වැඩි සියලු සැප සම්පත් නිතිරේවා ලෝක විදුතෙදින් මගේ ගුරු විදෝස දුරු වේවා සතුට සමාදානය මත නිරෝගී සුව වැඩි වේවා අනුත්තරෝ බුදු ගුණයෙන් සිකුරු අපල දුරු වේවා සිතුමින වැනි රුවන් ගැබක ආයුෂ මගේ වැඩි වේවා පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති බල මහිමෙන් සැඩ සෙනසුරාගේ අකල විකල භූත දෝෂ ගැටුම් වැටුම් ආකොඩි වින දුරර සියලු මෙකී දෝෂ විලස සාදු ජය බෝධුක ජින පංජරයක් වේවා සෙනසුරු දොස් දුරු වේවා සත්තා බුදු ගුණෙන් මගේ රාහු අපල දුරු වේවා යක්ෂ ප්‍රේත වින බන්ධන අහෝසි වී නැති වේවා භගවා යන විදුරවියෙන් කේතු අපල දුරු වේවා මගේ කයට බසට සිතට සැපත සතුට ලං වේවා සත්තා බුදු ගුණෙන් මගේ රාහු අපල දුරු වේවා යක්ෂ ප්‍රේත වින බන්ධන අහෝසි වී නැති වේවා භගවා යන විදුරවියෙන් කේතු අපල දුරු වේවා මගේ කයට බසට සිතට සැපත සතුට ලං වේවා මකර කුම්භ මිථුන තෙරස මාරක බිය දුරු වේවා කැපී කෝටියක් දෝෂ මට ජය මග හෙළි වේවා සිංහමේෂ ධනු තුන් රැස මාරක බිය දුරු වේවා තිසරණ සරණින් ජයසිරි සුමසිත මට ලං වේවා මීන කටක නුහුණු තෙරස සෑම ග්‍රහ දොස් දුරු වේවා ජීව සිද්ධි බලය මගේ බුදු සරණින් සුරැකේවා වෘෂභ කන්‍යා තුලා තෙරස සෑම ග්‍රහ දොස් දුරු වේවා ජීව සිද්ධි බලය මගේ බුදු සරණින් සුරැකේවා වෘෂභ කන්‍යා තුලා තෙරස සෑම ග්‍රහ දොස් දුරු වේවා දම් සරණින් මගේ අපල දුරු වී සිරි සෙත වේවා රාහු කේතු රවි සඳු කුජ බුද ගුරු කිවි සහසෙන සුරු නීච පාප අපල මගේ සඳසරණින් දුරු වේවා තෙරුවන් ගුණ සුවඳ අමා ඔසුවෙන් මට සැප වේවා මගේ ගෙදර අයට මටද ජයසිරි සෙත ලං වේවා නවග්‍රහ සහ භූත දෝෂ සෑම දුරු වී සැප වේවා ජය බෝරුක මුනි පිට දුන් මට ජයසේ සත වේවා ජය සිරි මහා බෝරජුගේ දක්ෂිණ සාකාසෙවනි දීප දූප මල් සුවඳින් ගිලන් පසින් පුද දෙමිනේ අප හැම දෙන එක් රොක් වී කරන මෙපින් මෙත් සිටිනේ මියගිය අප නෑමිතුරන් හැම දෙන පින් ලැබගන්නේ.
Now we will chant Jaya Paritta, the Paritta that will bring us victory and all the protections. Everybody together. Siri Diti Mati Tejo Jaya Siddhi Mahidhi Mahagunam Aparimita Punyadikarasa Sabbantaraya Nivarana Samattasya Bhagavatu Arahato Samma Sambuddhasya Dvattinsa Mahapurisa Lakkananubhavena Asityanubhyanjana Lakkananubhavena Attuttara Satamangala Lakkananubhavena Chabbyanyaransyanubhavena Ketumalanubhavena Dasaparamitanubhavena Dasa Upaparamitanu-bhavena Dasa Paramatta Paramitanu-bhavena Sila Samadhi Panyanu-bhavena Buddhanu-bhavena Dhammanu-bhavena Sanghanu-bhavena Tejanubhavena Idyanubhavena Balanubhavena Nyeya Dhammanubhavena Chaturasiti Sahasra Dhammakantanubhavena Navalokottara Dhammanubhavena Attangika Magganubhavena Atta Samapadyanubhavena Chalabinyanubhavena Metta Karuna Mudita Upekhanubhavena Sammepanitanubhavena Ratanantaya Sarananubhavena Maihang Sabbaroga Soka Upadneva Dukkha Domanasupaya Savinassantu Sabba Sankappa Maihang Samidyantu Digayuko Hotu Satavas Sajivena Samangiko Hotu Sabbada Akasa Pabbata Vana Bhumi Tataka Ganga Mahasamudra Arakakadimana Sadamaihang Anurakkantu Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena
sabba sanghanubhavena buddha ratanang dhamma ratanang sangha ratanang tinnang ratananang anupavena chaturasiti sahasra dhamma khandhanubhavena pitakattayānubhavena jinasāvakānubhavena sabbe me roga sabbe me bhaya sabbe me antaraya sabbe me upaddeva sabbe me dunnimitta sabbe me avamangala vinassantu ආයු වඩ්ඩකෝ ධන වඩ්ඩකෝ සිරි වඩ්ඩකෝ යස වඩ්ඩකෝ බල වඩ්ඩකෝ වන්න වඩ්ඩකෝ සුඛ වඩ්ඩකෝ හෝතු සබ්බදා දුක්ඛ රෝග භයාවේරා සෝකාසන්ත සුපද්දවා අනේකා අන්තරායාපි විනස්සන්තු චතේ යසා ජය සිද්ධි ධනං ලාභං සොත්ති භාග්‍යං සුඛං බලං සිරියායුච්ච වන්නෝච භෝගං උද්දීච යසවා සතවස්සාච ආයුච ජීවසිද්ධි භවන්තු මේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන දුක්ඛා උපසමින්තු මේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන භයා උපසමින්තු මේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගා උපසමින්තු මේ. Now we will recite Karaniya Metta Sutta to spread metta to all the living beings. Everybody. Karaniya Matta Kusalena Yantang Santang Padang Abhisamicca Sakko Ujuca Sujuca Suvaco Chasse Mudu Anatimani Santussako Ca Subharoca Amba Kincoca Salla Uttautti Sandrindriyoca Nipakoca Abba gabbo kulesu ananugiddo naca kuddang samacare kinciyena vinyo pari upavadiyung sukhino vakino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta Yeke chitana bhutanti tasava tavarava anavasesa digavaye mahantava majjimarasya kanukatula dittavaye additta Yeca dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta naparo parang nikumbeta nati manyeta katta chinam kanti Vyārosana patigha sanya nanya manyasya dukkha miccaya mātājata niyam puttang ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේ ඒවම්පි සබ්බ භූතේසු මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තංච සබ්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියංච අසංබාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං නින්ටං චරං නිසින්නෝවා සයානෝවා යාවතස්ස විගතමින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහු දිට්ඨිංච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍යගේදං නහි ජාතු ගබ්බසෙයං පුනරේතිති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්තිමේ හෝතු සබ්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්තිමේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්තිමේ හෝතු සම්බදා භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු මේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු මේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු මේ නක්ඛද්දයක්ඛ භූතානං පාපංගහනිවාරණා පරිත්තස්සානුභාවේන අන්තුමයිහං උපද්දවේ සම්මේ බුද්ධා බලප්පත්තා බච්චේ කානංචයං බලං අරහං තානංච තේජේන රක්ඛං බන්දාම සබ්බසු දේවෝ වස්සතු කාලේන සස්ස සම්පත්ති හෝතු ච පීතෝ භවතු ලෝකෝච රාජා භවතු ධම්මිකෝ දුක්ඛප්පත්තාච නිදුක්ඛා භයම් පත්තාච නිබ්බයා සෝකප්පත්තාච නිස්සෝකා හොන්තු සබ්බේ පිපානිනෝ sadhu sadhu sadhu. That is the end of the Gatha recitation. And today also we venerated all the sacred Bodhi trees, and also we thought about the enormous qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and venerated the triple gems, and also offered all the puja articles that we have placed, very respectfully placed in front of the Buddha's statue. And thus we created a lot of positive energy. That positive energy can be very helpful to all of us, those who are attending in the puja. Here we have dozens of
people here today. I'm very happy, and I appreciate your coming to the temple to attend the puja. And as I mentioned last time, we are going to give a very brief talk after the puja. We will select some topics, and I was thinking to explain the 3 suttas that we always chant. Mahamangala Sutta, and then Ratna Sutta, and also Karaniya Sutta. And in Mangala Sutta itself has 38 auspicious facts, auspicious things that Buddha explained, and we can actually do 38 Dhamma talks on that. Sometimes we can take 2 points, 2 facts together and explain. Some are very brief and also very simple. But today, I think last time I was talking about karma, right? About 4 main karmas. And which one? Did I explain the second one or only first one? We were talking about Ditta Dhamma Vediniya karma, the karmas that are fruiting in this life only, or did we also talk about the next life? Immediately after the death? No. Okay. So to remind again, mainly in Buddhism, in Buddha's teaching, there are 4 karmas. Those 4 karmas are also have sub and different branches also. Okay, and I'm not going to explain those because since we are going to this topic, the first one we were mentioning that the first one is Ditta Dhamma Vediniya karma, the karmas that can be seen fruiting in this life in front of our eyes. Okay, so powerful karmas that will fruit in this life, part of the positive energy, part of the results will be fruiting in this life. And also we have huge amount of the karma left to fruit in the next many lives to come. Ditta Dhamma Vediniya karma. I was telling about, I don't remember the stories I told. Yeah. So I was telling about the positive side and also negative side. Do you remember? Did what story about that? Oh, yes, cloth. Yeah, Ekasataka Brahmana, right? One of the Brahmana. Very good memory. Yeah. So out of 12 people, no, there were only a few people that day, right? Okay. Yes. So Ekasataka Brahmana, the Brahmins who offered only the soul that he had to the Buddha, and seeing that, the king gave him a lot of properties and a lot of treasures, right? And also we talked about the negative side also. No? Did I? There are many stories for that also. Okay. Oh, Chunda, the one who killed a lot of pigs, right? I see. I have also good memory. Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about those. There are many stories. If we want to mention, but I don't think that it's necessary. And the second karma, Ditta Dhamma Vediniya first one, second karma is Upapajya Vediniya. Upapajya Vediniya. The karmas that will give result immediately after this life, right? so powerful, bad or good karmas. Today, I'm going to talk about the bad karmas that will result in next life immediately after death, because you cannot avoid those bad karmas. There are 5 very sinful actions, very sinful karmas that will definitely fruit immediately after our death. Okay? Upapajjavedi. And actually, the karmas, it depends on how much effort that, how much planning, how much effort that you take to do that action. And also the virtues of the person, the sacredness of the person that you are hurting or you are doing that action, and the victim, who is the victim. So there are 5 karmas that Buddha mentioned that will fruit immediately after the death, the bad karmas. 5, killing your own mother, killing your own father, matricide and fratricide, and bleeding the Buddha, killing an arhat, enlightened person. It could be a monk, it could be a normal person. And also crossing Sangha. Okay, crossing Sangha. Those are the 5. Mom is the one who brought you to this world and who gave you blood converting into milk, right? And she's the one who raised you and who loved you unconditionally. And the qualities of a mom and a dad, parents, are sublime. Buddha say there are 4 qualities that parents have that not any other person can have, except Brahmas, the very, very high level beings, Brahmas, which are Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. Metta means compassion. Okay, compassion, loving kindness, compassion. So the compassion that a mom and dad has towards a child cannot be measured, right? So when your child is in trouble, maybe it's little trouble, okay? So how much it affects you, right? And the love that you have here, when you think about your children, actually nobody knows except parents, right? The love of a mother and love of a father, it actually penetrates, the Buddha say, it penetrates the skin, it penetrates the flesh, it penetrates the blood, it penetrates the veins, it penetrates the bones of parents, right? The love towards children. And how much they do, you cannot even, you can think of unless you are a mother or a father, you know. When a child is born, how much effort that you take to raise that, to raise that little infant, little, actually a piece of flesh, right? So you had to protect that that child. So even when when your child is a big one, still for mother, for father, the child is a child, right? And metta, so much metta, so much kindness. Karuna, loving kindness, so much loving kindness. Mudita, when the mudita is the opposite of jealousy, right? If everybody has a lot of jealous, not maybe even your family members, somebody is doing well, you can be jealous, right? Some kind of feeling that you have, very negative feeling that you have towards that person, towards his success. It can be, maybe it could be even brother and sister, even brother and sister, even sister and sister, right? Can have jealousy, right? But mom and dad, whenever your children are successful, the joy that they have, the happiness they have cannot be measured. So much happiness that, oh, my son is like this. My son is spiritually advanced. My daughter is so educated. My son is doing very well, very good, even though they don't give us things, right? You don't, sometimes, some parents expect from children, some parents don't. No, it doesn't matter whether they give us or not. As long as they are okay, as long as they are doing good, they are happy. So the joy, they rejoice. The happiness, the joy that they gain by looking at them, by thinking of them, their success. Okay. Mudita. Upekha, equanimity. Equanimity. They have, parents have equanimity towards children. Sometimes, some kids are not good. They don't do very well. They are bad. They do wrong things. They are doing sinful things. But still they tolerate. The happiness that they get by looking, by knowing, by seeing, by thinking of their children, the good things that they do, their success, and sometimes they don't even express. It is inside heart, right? And on the other hand, the sadness, the miserable feeling, the grief that they have, seeing, thinking, knowing that their children are not good. They are not good people. They don't have good qualities. They are doing this thing, that thing, bad thing, this bad thing. The sadness, the feeling that they have, they hide, right? Still, they love them as children, right? Even though they are good or bad, children are children for parents, right? So, upekha, equanimity. They are equal to everybody, all the children. Okay, so those kind of qualities are called Brahma qualities, sublime qualities. Only parents has those qualities towards children. If a child, if a kid kills a mother, his or her own parents, immediately after that, according to the Buddha, they will be born in a very bad realm, in the hell. Okay. It cannot be a preta world. It is not a hungry ghost world. It is a world, it's a place that they will be suffering very badly, intensively, all the time. They will be born in hell. Okay. And then the third one, bleeding the Buddha. If somebody bleeds the Buddha, the sacred, most sacred, virtuous person in the world, if somebody bleeds the Buddha, that person will be born immediately after the death in the hell. There was one person. Do you know who bled the Buddha? Who bled the Buddha? Devadatta. His cousin, right? His cousin. By what did he do? How did he bleed the Buddha? Did he cut the Buddha? No. He threw a stone, right? He rolled a stone towards the Buddha when the Buddha was coming. Actually, I saw that place. It's called Gijjakuta. It's a huge mountain. So under the mountain, there is a path, there's a road. Normally, the Buddha always goes in that path to collect food, going in the path. So he wanted to kill the Buddha. He pushed a very big, he actually made a very big plan, and he actually prepared that big, very huge stone to push towards the Buddha and crush the Buddha on the way, on the road. And he did. And nobody can kill the Buddha. Nobody can kill the Buddha. So what happened? That rock, that huge stone, stuck in another stone. And then when the both stone crashed together, one piece of the rock, fell on the Buddha's toe and bled the Buddha. Because of that, Ajasatta, after his death, he went to hell. He was born in the hell. And then next one is killing an Arahant. Arahant is it can be a woman, it can be a man, it can be a monk or none. Bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, upasaka, upasika. Bhikkhu means monks, bhikkhuni means nuns, upasaka means lay males, upasika means lay females. Okay, anybody who has attained to that level, mental level, arahantaship, arahanthood. If somebody kills an arahant, that person will be immediately be born in hell after the death. And the other one is crossing Sangha. Sangha means a unity. Sangha means monks, right? It could be nuns, it could be also monks. And also sacred people, even a person who has attained the Sotapatti level, the first stream winner, we call it stream winner. One of the stages, 4 stages, the lowest one is Sotapatti. He also belongs to that category, Sangha category. A person who crossed the Sangha by backbiting, just saying crossing words, just telling lies. People do that. Even actually, Devadatta did that too. He was a very bad, very unfortunate person. But, a lay person cannot do that. Lay person cannot cross Sangha. Sangha is not, if Bande Chandiman me, somebody comes and just talk about bad about me with Bante Chandima, and you say, okay, Bante Buddhi said like this to you, and he criticized you, right? He made you made him feeling very angry towards me. Because of that, he's not happy with me. And the same person comes to me and tell, okay, Bante Chandima told like this. And Bante Chandima criticized you. Bante Chandima is called at you and told like this. And it's a lie or maybe a truth. It could be a lie, it could be a truth. And then also me, I'm also having that kind of not very good feeling towards him, right? Now we are not very good. Now we don't have harmony here. But it is not, you are not doing that karma. Why? Only two people you cannot do. And also a lay person cannot do that. It's a monk. Only a monk can do that. So you don't have to worry that you will do that. But any person who crosses the Sangha also creates a very bad karma. It is called Anantariya Papa Karma. Those 5 are called Anantariya Papa Karma. The worst sinful actions that one does and get the bad negative results immediately after the death. There is no way that they can escape from that. They can very, very big, good karmas. Even Devadatta, after he did those bad karmas, he did a lot of good karmas too. He was a monk for a long time. And he meditated. He actually, before he did all those bad karmas, he had attained some kind of jhanas. He had some jhanas. He could even, how he persuade the king to make him believe that he disguised like, he formed his body as a snake and showed in front of the king, right? So he had that power. But when he did any sinful action, that power all go away and destroyed. So those are the 5 karmas that are fruiting just after the death. They are called Anantariya Papa Karma. How many? 5. What are those? Yes, killing your, okay. We had to use the word own, right? Killing your own mother, killing your own father, bleeding the Buddha, and killing an Arahant, and crossing Sangha, right? Crossing Sangha. Lay people can do, and even monk can do all 5. But lay people can do only 4, right? Why? Crossing Sangha, you have to be a monk to do that, right? So those are the karmas. Those are called Anantariya Papa Karma. Those Anantariya Papa Karmas will be fruiting in your next life. And also, there are certain karmas, not only that, there are certain karmas that will fruit also after death, but it could happen or it could not happen. For sure, for certain, these 5 karmas will be fruiting in your next life. There are other karmas called Janaka karma, reproductive karmas. The karmas that will influence you to become in your next life. And there is another karma called Achinna karma, is in sub-fold. Achinna means the thoughts that you always have, the behavior thoughts. Your behavior can affect your next life. How you think, right? It can affect your next life, and that also can be your next life birth. Okay, So today we were talking about the Anantariya Papa Karma, the second main karmas. I will talk to you next time the good side of the positive side of the Anantariya Papa Karma. So that is Dhamma talk actually. So before we end the chanting today, we are going to chant the last verse, Sabba Papa Sakrana. Today also we did a lot of good karma, created a lot of positive energy by offering Bodhi Puja and reciting gathas and venerating the Bodhi tree. By the power of all the good karmas, positive energy that we created, may we all be well, happy and very peaceful. May we have wonderful, wonderful lives until we enlighten in the samsara. Thinking that way, now we will recite the last chanting, Sabba Papas together. Sabba Papas Akaranam Kusalasa Upasampada Sachitta Pariyodapanam Etang Buddhana Sasanam Sabba Papasya Akaranam Kusalasa Upasampada Sachitta Pariyodapanam Etang Buddhana Sasanam Sabba Papasya Akaranam Kusalasa Upasampada Sachitta Pariyodapanam Etang Buddhana Sasanam. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on next Wednesday.